All right, first and foremost, I want to give all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah, HaKodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who I learned from. Shalom to those for elect, preaching his word in truth and sincerity. And to you, raves, to you sisters out there learning in silence, staying in order, I say to you all, Shalom. Amen. This video here I found, right, of this dude, Alizé, man, oil is leaking. Like he's wounded, man. And I found this video from an ex-Sakari member. There's a lot of people who left his camp, and call Allah Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai for that. Right? Because this man's pride is like, it's all about himself, man. So this is why he's doing, outlandish things, man. Like, he's basically grabbing at, just grabbing anything he could do to, like, salvage his image. All right, so, I kind of looked into it because I'm familiar with a lot of his camps in different cities. Because, again, if you don't know, I used to be Sakari a long time ago, about 4 or 5 years ago, something like that. And, so I'm familiar with the members and the cities and things of that nature. So I happen to, I do have social media. I don't be on social media, but once in a blue, I'll scroll by because there's some things in there that I can extrapolate, for edification purposes. And this came up, right? And I'm noticing slowly, right, that a lot of the cities have left Alizé, man, and that's crushing his ego, right? So I believe Atlanta left, most of Philly, Jersey, New York, Texas. I want to say half of California. I'm not sure about Canada. Arizona. I believe Florida's still intact. At least half of Florida. But you get the drift, man. People leaving, man. This guy's image is tainted, man. It's tainted. So he's drawing. He's just grabbing at what he can, man. What he will reverse back to, what he knows best, man. Carnality, right? Trying to bring in new 2/3. Right? This man said he's gonna take the low and take it easy. Right? Nobody's telling him to not do the work, but man, be humble, man. Like, you should be humiliated, man, with the kind of allegations that came about you in the role and the position that you had, right? The scriptures talk about, too much is given, much is required, right? So, although you want a lot of people to forgive you, right, for the heinous crimes that, were alleged against you, right? You don't have that same kind of mercy for other people, right? But yet you want that kind of mercy, right? So you feel the tension of your community in which you hold dear, and you threw up a sob act at the end of that video that you say you were stepping down from, and you know what? A week later you were back to programming. But look at this video. This is why we're here. I'm not gonna hold you too much.
The fact they ain't had me on, nigga, Adam done had me up there how many times? Even if it ain't Adam.
Mind you, so in case you don't know, he's talking about Adam 22, the cuck, the Edomite, cuck from he's from Nashville, New Hampshire, but he moved to California. He does podcasting and he covers like rap and hip hop and urban stories. I don't know what to call it. He's basically a culture vulture. And then this guy loves to go up there, right? Because they have a bunch of gangbangers up there, and Alizé is a self-proclaimed Hoover from Seattle, right? So he's still got that. He thinks he's a gangster in the truth, That's why he talks like that, man. You can't even believe him when he talks, when he says this shit, man. Like why do you care about what's going on over there in a podcast talking about gangbanging and people that are not? This has nothing to do with the truth, man. Like you just got alleged of some heinous crimes, man. You should be on your best behavior, man.
Obviously, Flockhorn Brick had me up there 4 different times, and Bill F ain't had me up there yet. My niggas from Insane, niggas from Long Beach had me up there. Nigga, the Essays and the IE had me up there. The Message nigga in the city
He's saying
had me up there.
He said,
nigga, but Bill, man,
he's talking about insane gangster Crips out of Inglewood. This is what he cares about. He's saying that these insane gangster Crips out of Inglewood had him up in No Jumper, but his own people, I believe he's saying, the Hoovers, didn't even invite him up there. That's what he's mad about. What's he's crying about? Like, what? This is the same person that said that if he gets locked up, that he's gonna put the truth to the side and continue gangbanging. Like, this is the type of mentality he's in, man. This is wild work for a so-called leader. Why would you get locked up for? That's what I want to know.
Cause nigga, that's my bro, but that's the opposition. He had me up there.
He said that. The way he said it, that's the opposition. Come on, bro. The only ops we got is, you know, Satan and his minions and Esau and, but the Lord's fighting our battles, man. But this is crazy work, man. He's worried about what 2/3, whether they accepted him or not, or I don't get it. But I had to bring this video out because, being ex-Sakari, if there's any members out there or people thinking about being a Sakari, just don't do it, man. Some of the leadership out there is just moving funny, bro. To be honest with you, but let me get a couple of scriptures real quick before we continue this video.
Up there, the allies, the homies from Insane, they had me up there.
This is Romans. We'll start at chapter 8 and verse 6. For to be carnally minded is death. Right? Why is that? Right? Because a carnal mind is worried about what the flesh needs and wants, and you go lusting and into other situations that had nothing to do with the path that you're supposed to be taking. Right? Hence the crimes that you were alleged, man. This man was, basically prostituting his wife to Esau and getting off on it. Literally. Like, he had a wife and he would go on these dating sites to specifically target Esau to lay with his wife so that she could come back to him. That was the lust that he had, that he wanted a white dude to lay with his wife, and he would know about it, and he would get the kick out of her coming back to him. And then the kicker is that she would use a how do I say this, a female toy with straps around her waist to bend him over, so that she could dominate him, with a Pegasus. Man, this is wild work. Right? You can't make this shit up, bro. You cannot make this shit up. And this is what I was talking about. Him wanting mercy, things of that nature for those kind of heinous crimes, right? But when one of the elders, I believe it was Ariah, he passed away. He was like, screw him, fuck him. He he alleged him, he charged him with blasphemy of the Holy Spirit, man, and he didn't give him no mercy on his deathbed, man. He publicly, and viciously denounced him, right? But here he is, man, just being himself, bro. He's losing oil. He's just, trying to get whatever love he could get out of anywhere. So he's using this No Jumper podcast situation, which is a really popular podcast in the West Coast, to try to get people to like him, man. He knows that one of the members there just basically compared him to Jesus Christ, and he loved that. He posted that up, and he felt himself, right? Romans 8:7, because the carnal mind is enmity against God, for it is not subject to the law of God, neither indeed can be. So then they that are in the flesh cannot please God. Right? This man is in the flesh. Right? He's going backwards, man. He's returning back to his vomit. It's wild, man, that a hardcore gangbanger like Al-Azhar, who's never really been to jail, by the way, never had a felony, doesn't smoke or drink, is thinking about going to jail while being the truth to go back to gangbanging. Like, what sense does that make? What sense does that make, man? You're confused, man. And not only that, your actions is offending the flock, man, or your flock, which is, who knows what that consists of, right? I always thought that he likes to, he attracts like 2/3 mentality brothers, man. People that are not serious, people that just love to rap, sag their pants and continue living in the world but believing in the truth, like halfway in, halfway out. Right? The lukewarmness. That's what he attracts.
Nigga in the city had me up there. Nigga, but Bill, man, cuz nigga, that's my bro, but that's the opposition. He had me up there. The allies, the homies from Insane, they had me up there. It's not like I'm not cracking, nigga. Shout out,
yeah. He said the homies from Insane, the allies, right? Because he thinks he's a Hoover from Cali. Shit is funny, man. Yeah, this shit is crazy, man. Let's play that again.
He had me up there. The allies, the homies from Insane, they had me up there. It's not like I'm not cracking, nigga. Shout out Yazers. Right, she work on their team.
Hold on.
Drea, she said she hollered.
What do you mean by he's not cracking? Like, I don't understand. Like, I know what he means. Like, I think he means like, he's cracking as far as, being popular and a podcaster and a talker, but he's making it seem like he gets it cracking like he really gangbangs. Like he's really into that life, man. Shit is hilarious.
She hollered at my management, said she talked to her. I don't know why I ain't